objective of the tensile test is to determine the stress-strain relationship and to obtain mechanical properties such as the modulus of elasticity, also known as Young's modulus, and the yield point of a material. And you're going to do this with two different materials in this test. You're going to find them by looking at the top of the specimen here. Your first specimen will have no ring at the top or on either end, but then on specimen 2, you will see one ring in it, and that just tells you the carbon content and just some various properties that are not necessarily needed for this experiment. In order to do this test, you're going to use the testing machine right here, and the first thing you need to do is open the door and set it to the side. From here, you're going to take your loading equipment and you're going to load the bottom of it together. You're going to load it into the machine, and you'll notice that if the height is if there's not enough room, you're just going to take your manual pump and you're going to run it up until it can freely fit under and slide down into the machine, and then use your pins to lock it all in. From here, I would recommend you take it apart and load this piece together and have it ready, and then on the other side of the pump, slowly release it and it will drop right in to where it's supposed to go. You wait till it gets all the way level, stop it, and then you load your second pin in for loading. From here, you are ready to start almost. You want to make sure that your pump is no longer moving, and you want to give it a couple of pumps until it is no longer wiggling around. You want to make sure that it is tight. So from here, you want to zero your gauge and make sure that it's set to 0. And then lastly, and this is very important, put the door over it. You will not see it in the video, but we have a computer over here that's logging the data as you're applying the force, and it's taking how much it is pulling apart. You're not going to see that in the demonstration, but whenever you have the application up, you're going to hit go, and one person is going to start recording and stop recording as soon as the material breaks, while the other person in your team is going to be operating the pump. Whenever you hear the first person running the computer say go, the person running the pump needs to make sure to pump at the same pace until the material breaks. That gives you the most accurate data, and it gives you the cleanest data when it comes time to do the processing. So once you fill out all of the material that's in the lab manual, such as the original diameter, the length of the specimen, so on and so forth, you are ready to begin your test. So the person running the computer, they'll let you know, hey, we are ready to run in 3, 2, 1. And then the person pumping is going to sit there and manually apply pressure, pulling the material apart. What's really important here is to pump at the same rate, because that gives you the best data. As it enters the plastic region, you will begin to see it necking. And when you see it necking, you know that it's about to break. I'll caution you that whenever it breaks, it will be loud and scare you, but you will be just fine so long that you put the door back on it.